It's the game of the week. It's Saturday, September 12th, 1970. And the season ends on Thursday, October 1st. So we have about 2.5 weeks after today. All four of the races are still in play. American League East has Baltimore in first place. But they have been scuffling. They've been 5-6 in the month of September. And they lost yesterday to Boston 6-1. Second place is the Cleveland Indians. They have a record of 80-65. They're 7.5 games back. And this past week, they are 4-2 for the week. So far, beating New York yesterday 4-0. Sam McDowell getting his 25th win of the year. I don't think anybody's expecting Cleveland to catch Baltimore, but that said, the Indians and the Orioles do have 6 games to play against each other this year. Next weekend, they have a 3-game series in Baltimore. And then the following weekend, in fact, the last actual weekend of the season, they have a 3-game series against Baltimore in Cleveland. American League West, California Angels are in first place. They are really struggling, though, since August 26th. They have gone 4-11. And they have Minnesota charging right behind them. They're 2 games back. Minnesota's lost 4 of their last 6, though. Yesterday, Minnesota lost to the White Sox 7-5. And California beat Milwaukee 2-1 in 10 innings. And then right behind Minnesota is Oakland, who is 4.5 games back. Oakland's on a 2-game winning streak right now after having lost 5 of their last 6 before that. The National League East has the Mets in first place. The Mets had earlier in September had lost 4 in a row. Then after that, they went on a 5-game winning streak and lost to St. Louis yesterday 3-1, getting beaten by Steve Carlton. Chasing them is the Chicago Cubs. And the Cubs in the month of September are 8-3, including beating New York in a quick 2-game series last weekend. And their game scheduled for Sunday at Wrigley Field was rained out. And that game has been rescheduled to be played. Let me get the exact date here. That game has been rescheduled to be played on September 28th, but at Shea Stadium. The Cubs and the Mets were originally scheduled for a final 3-game series at Shea, and now that will be a 4-game series. Right now, Chicago is 2.5 games behind New York. And the biggest surprise right now is the National League West, where the Cincinnati Reds seemed like they were cruising all season. And then suddenly, toward the end of August, they began scuffling. On August 19th, they had a record of 78-47. And now they have a record of 85-62. So since August 19th, they have gone 7-14. In fact, they had just had a 5-game losing streak, and then yesterday they beat San Diego 6-5 in 15 innings. Los Angeles spent the first half of the season just spinning its wheels, going nowhere. It was in last place for a good portion of the season going into the All-Star break. And they suddenly got hot. In fact, Walter Olson was quoted as saying that Cincinnati will hit a rough spot. They'll hit a slump, and we'll be ready for them. And Cincinnati did hit that slump. And in that same period, Los Angeles has gone 13-7. In fact, they had a quick 2-game series with Cincinnati on Wednesday and Thursday, beat them both nights, 4-3 and 6-2. But Los Angeles did get beaten by San Francisco yesterday, 5-4. Gaylord Perry getting his 23rd win of the year. And Claude Osteen was going for win number 19, but he's 11-12. So the Dodgers have climbed to within 3 games of Cincinnati. It's looking like 1968 again, where the Dodgers spent half of the season going nowhere. And then all of a sudden they got real hot in August and put themselves into the pennant race right up until the end. They didn't win the pennant, but let me see, I believe they finished in fourth place, 3 games behind Pittsburgh. Hmm. 1968 was a season where, going into the last weekend of the season, the National League had 4 teams in contention, and the American League had 5 teams in contention. And it looks like this year each of the divisions could go right down. Well, probably not the AL West or the AL East. It would take a serious Baltimore swoon for that to happen. But 3 of the 4 divisions look like they could go right down to the end, with New York trying to be the first expansion team to make it to the World Series. They made it to the postseason last year. And California trying to be the first American League team to make it to the postseason and possibly the World Series. That's the end of our pregame show, and we will be back in a few minutes with the game of the week. It's the game of the week. We're in San Francisco at Candlestick Park as the Los Angeles Dodgers take on the San Francisco Giants. San Francisco's won 8 of their last 10. Alan Foster gets a start for the Dodgers. He's made 24 starts on the year and is 7-11 with an ERA of 4.60. This is his second start against the Giants. He's 0-1 with a 2.84 ERA against them. Skip Pitlock is on the mound for the Giants. He's made 18 starts on the year and is 4-8 with an ERA of 5.03. This is his second start against the Dodgers. He's 0-1 with a 2.57 ERA against the Dodgers. Ted Sizemore has a 13-game hitting streak. And the Giants left fielder Ken Henderson has an 11-game hitting streak. It's 71 degrees. Wind speed is 20 miles an hour out the left field. Dodgers have worked their way to 3 games behind Cincinnati. It was 2 games yesterday, but Cincinnati defeated San Diego 6-5 in 15 innings. They'll be playing later on tonight against the Padres. And yesterday the Giants beat the Dodgers 5-4. Starting lineup for the Dodgers will be Maury Wills at shortstop, leading off. Batting second is the center fielder, Willie Davis. Batting third, the left fielder, Willie Crawford. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Wes Parker. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Ted Sizemore. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Andy Cosco. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Billy Grabarkowitz. Batting eighth, the catcher, Bill Sudeikis. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Alan Foster. On defense, the Giants will have Willie McCovey at first, Tito Fuentes at second, Hal Lanier at shortstop, Al Gallagher at third, Ken Henderson left, Willie Mays in center, Bob Taylor in right, Dick Dietz catching, and on the mound is Skip Pitlock. Pitlock's 4-8 with a 5.03 ERA. He has pitched 96 2/3 innings. He's given up 109 hits, 18 home runs, 47 walks, and 72 strikeouts. This is Pitlock's rookie year. He was called up on June 10th. His last start was against Cincinnati. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, and 2 runs. The Giants won that game 3-2. That was September 7th, which was 5 days ago. Leading off is Maury Wills, a shortstop. He's hitting .281, no home runs, and 42 runs batted in. And here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That's high, ball 1. Low and outside, ball 2. That caught the corner, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He hits a base hit in the right field. Taylor got a slow jump on that one, and it sounded like Wills broke his bat. Here is Willie Davis, who's hitting .294, 9 home runs, and 49 runs batted in. High and away, ball 1. That's up and in, ball 2. Swing and a miss, strike 1. It's a blooper to center field. That's a base hit. Mays takes it on the run. And Wills will stop at second. Mays doesn't have quite the arm he used to have, but Wills still isn't ready to challenge it. Here is Willie Crawford, who is hitting .218, 12 home runs, and 47 runs batted in. It's a liner down the first base line, but that's foul. Pitlock is a fastball pitcher. Ball 1. Strike 2 called. It's in the dirt, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pops it up. Shortstop Lanier takes it. And they call the infield fly rule. 1 out. Here's Wes Parker, who's hitting .322, 15 home runs, and 82 runs batted in. If the Dodgers choose a most valuable player, Parker might be it. 1-0 pitch. It's ground ball to short. Lanier up with it to throw to first. Bang, bang play. He's out. That was a great play by Hal Lanier. Gets him out. Wills takes third. Willie Davis takes second. 2 outs. Here is Ted Sizemore. He's hitting .315, 4 home runs, and 57 runs batted in. He has a 13-game hitting streak going on right now. He had a good rookie season last year, and he's having an even better sophomore season this year. It's a curveball at the knees, strike 1. Outside and low, ball 1. It's fly ball to right field. Taylor is there, and he's got it. 3 outs. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. Go to the bottom of the first. It is Los Angeles nothing, and San Francisco coming to bat. San Francisco's starting lineup will have Ken Henderson leading off. He's the left fielder. Batting second, the second baseman, Tito Fuentes. Batting third, the center fielder, Willie Mays. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Willie McCovey. Batting fifth, the catcher, Dick Dietz. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Al Gallagher. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Bob Taylor. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Hal Lanier. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Skip Pitlock. On defense, the Dodgers will have Wes Parker at first. Ted Sizemore at second. Maury Wills at shortstop. Billy Grabarkowitz at third. Willie Crawford in left. Willie Davis in center. Andy Cosco in right. Bill Sudeikis catching, and on the mound is Alan Foster. Alan Foster has a record of 7-11. He has an ERA of 4.60. He's pitched 158 and a third innings, giving up 154 hits, 25 of which are home runs. Gopher Ball has been a problem with his. He has walked 73 and struck out 84. Foster had a good rookie season last year. He was 10-10 in the Dodgers World Series championship year. He's backslid a little bit. He's had a little bit of the sophomore slump this year. Leading off is Ken Henderson, the left fielder. He's hitting .294 with 19 home runs and 64 runs batted in. He has an 11-game hitting streak. Fly ball deep to right field. Cosco going back to the wall, and it's gone. Home run, number 20 for Ken Henderson. He's hit safely in 12 games, and the Giants jump out to a 1-0 lead. Here is Tito Fuentes hitting .224 with 3 home runs and 43 runs batted in. Sitting just 164 in September. The 3-2 pitch. Hits a bouncer to second. Sizemore up with it. Foster runs over to first. And he takes the throw from Sizemore. 1 out. Here is Willie Mays, who's hitting .294 with 31 home runs and 127 runs batted in. Mays is a 5-time MVP in the National League and won the MVP in 1959, 1960, 1962, 1966, and then he tied for it in 1968 with Henry Aaron. And then the Giants, they had Jim Ray Hart won it in 1967, and Willie McCovey last year in 1969. Mays had an injury-plagued season last year. And after seeing the end of the line come for Mickey Mantle, people were wondering if it was the end of the line for Willie Mays, but he really came back strong this year. He needs 123 hits for 3,000, and he has 589 home runs. He needs 11 home runs to reach 600. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's fly ball to left field. Crawford is there, and he's got it. 2 outs. Here is Willie McCovey, who's hitting .280, 33 home runs, 121 runs batted in. Willie McCovey was the MVP of the National League last season. When he hit .318, he had 43 home runs and 99 runs batted in. He has 320 career home runs. He's been with the Giants since 1959, and he has been a regular. Well, he was in 105 games in 1962, 123 in 1960, and then 159 in 1963. He's basically been a regular since 1963. Hitting .372 in September. It's a line drive to first, right at Parker. The Giants get one run, one hit, no errors, no one left. We've played one inning at Candlestick Park, and it's the Giants 1, the Dodgers nothing. For the Dodgers in the second inning, it will be Andy Cosco, Billy Grabarkowitz, and Bill Sudakis. Andy Cosco, the right fielder, he's hitting .214 with 5 home runs and 18 runs batted in. He had an outstanding postseason last year in both the League Championship Series and the World Series. This year, however, he's missed a lot of time due to injuries. Went down with an injury on April 24th and didn't reappear until July 3rd. Then he was injured on July 11th and was out until July 30th. And then he was injured on August 6th and was out till August 23rd. So according to the game, he has missed 90 games this year due to injury. It's fly ball in right field. Taylor is there, and he's got it. 1 out. Here is Billy Grabarkowitz, who's hitting .319, 14 home runs, and 79 runs batted in. He is 10th in the National League in batting average and 6th in triples. He has 11 triples so far. He got into 29 games last year, 75 at bats. So I don't know if he would be considered a rookie this year or not. If he is, he might be in the running for Rookie of the Year. Along with guys like Wayne Simpson and Carl Morton. Ball 4. Here is Bill Sudakis, who's hitting .288, 16 home runs, and 55 runs batted in. He got a piece of that one. Strike 1. Throw to first. Grabarkowitz is back. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Runner on first. Fly ball down the left field line, but that will make the seats. He hits a fly ball in the left field. Henderson coming in. And he's got it. 2 outs. Barkowitz goes back to first. Here is Alan Foster. He is hitting .082, no home runs, 2 runs batted in. He's 4 for 49 on the year. He has scored 2 runs and he has grounded into 2 double plays. Just slow. Ball 1. High. Ball 2. It's a little roller to first. McCovey tosses at the pitlock covering. And he's out. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second. It is the Giants 1, the Dodgers nothing. For the Giants in the second, it will be Dick Dietz, Al Gallagher, and Ron Taylor. Dick Dietz, the catcher, he's hitting .306 with 17 home runs and 89 runs batted in. Here's the 1-1 pitch. He hits a base hit in the left center. Crawford's up with it, and he gets it back in. Here is Alan Gallagher. He's a rookie. He's hitting .313, 1 home run, and 24 runs batted in. He looked like he is good enough to take over the Giants' third base slot, so Jim Davenport, who had debuted with the Giants when they moved to San Francisco in 1958, retired from the active roster as a third baseman and was put on as a coach. And I believe that leaves Willie Mays as the only New York Giants still with the San Francisco Giants. The only other 2 former New York Giants that I could think of are Mike McCormick, who came out to San Francisco with the Giants, then left the team and came back to the Giants, but he's with the Yankees now, and Hoyt Wilhelm, who was with the New York Giants in both their 1952 and 54 pennants, and he is now with the Atlanta Braves. First pitch to Gallagher, high and tight, ball 1. It's too low, ball 2. Inside, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. That cut the corner, strike 1. It also caught the corner, strike 2, full count. Strike 3 called. 1 out. Here's Bob Taylor, who's hitting .180. 3 home runs and 9 runs batted in. Bob Taylor's a rookie this year. And he made the team out of spring training. Down and in, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Hits a bouncer to second. Sizemore boots it. That's went under his glove. And they are charging Sizemore with an error. That's his 12th error of the year. So the Giants have runners on first and second with one out. And here is Hal Lanier, sitting 251 with 2 home runs and 65 runs batted in. Lanier's father was Max Lanier, who pitched for the Cardinals and who was engaged in some controversy after World War II when he jumped to the Mexican League to play. Strike one. Too far, outside, ball one. High and inside, ball two. Gets a line drive to short. Wills is there, and he's got it. 2 outs. And here is Skip Pitlock, who's hitting .030. No home runs, 1 run, no runs batted in. He is 1 for 33 on the season. His 1 hit was a double. Let's see when he got that double. He got that hit on June 21st against the San Diego Padres. Curveball, swing and a miss, strike one. Outside, ball one. Caught the outside corner, strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. He was swinging at a ball outside the strike zone. There's no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left. We've played 2 at Candlestick Park. It's the Giants 1, the Dodgers nothing. For the Dodgers in the third, it will be Maury Wills, Willie Davis, and Willie Crawford. Maury Wills is 1 for 1. He singled his first time up. The 0-1 pitch. It's a line drive to short. Lanier's right there, and he's got it. 1 out. Here is Willie Davis, who is 1 for 1. He singled last time up. They're playing him in for the bunt. He lays down the drag bunt. McCovey. Excuse me. He has it, and he throws out to Fuentes, covering second. 2 outs. Here is Willie Crawford, who's 0 for 1. He popped to the shortstop his last time up. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. First strikeout of the game for Pitlock. Nothing across for the Dodgers in the third. We go to the bottom of the third. It's the Giants 1, the Dodgers nothing. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. 2 left on base for the Giants. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 3 left on base for the Dodgers. Ken Henderson is 1 for 1. He led off the Giants game with a home run. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Here's Tito Fuentes, who's 0 for 1. He grounded this second last time up. It's base hit in the left field. Takes a look at second, but he will hold it first. Here it is, Willie Mays, who's 0 for 1. He flied to left center last time up. People were starting to whisper last year. Is it the end, getting to be the end of the road for Willie Mays? And he's been silencing his critics this year. Low and inside, ball 1. Way outside, ball 2. In tight, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. There goes Fuentes. Ball 4. Mays was taken all the way. Giants have runners on first and second, 1 out, and here is Willie McCovey, who's 0 for 1. He lined to first last time up. He was the MVP last year, and he's having possibly even a better season this year than he had last year. Too low, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Strike 1 called. It's a liner down the third base line, but that is foul. Full count, 1 out. Runners on first and second. It's a liner in the right field, base hit. Fuentes rounds third, and he'll stop. It was hit too sharply. Costco got a good jump on it, and Fuentes holds it. They held him up at third. Giants have the bases loaded, 1 out. And here is Dick Dietz, who's 1 for 1. He singled in the second inning. He's 5 for 17 with the bases loaded. Too low, ball 1. Too high, ball 2. That caught the corner, strike 1. High and inside, ball 3. Ball 4. That'll force in a run. Fuentes scores. Mays takes second. Mays takes third. McCovey takes second. Dietz on first. 1 out, and here is Al Gallagher, who is 0 for 1. He struck out last time up. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Fly ball down the right field line. Costco's after it, but it makes the seats. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. It's a base hit in the left field. Crawford's up with it. Mays scores. McCovey holds. Bases are still loaded. And the Dodgers will have some action in their bullpen. Mike Strahler gets up to warm up. Here is Bob Taylor, who's 0 for 1. He was safe on an error last time up. Strike 1. Oh, excuse me. Fly ball down the left field line. Crawford's after it. He's in foul ground. He takes it. 2 outs, and McCovey will score. It is 4-0, San Francisco. Here is Lanier, who's 0 for 1. He lined to the shortstop last time up. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That caught the corner, strike 2. Inside, ball 1. Too high, ball 2. Ball 3. Foster, his control is deserted in this inning. Strike 3 called. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 2. We've played 3 innings at Candlestick Park. It is the Giants 4, the Dodgers nothing. Let's take a look around the league. Final in Cleveland. The Yankees beat the Indians 4-3. That game. That game went 12 innings. Final in Detroit. The Tigers beat the Senators 6-4. Tom Grieve went 3 for 4 for Washington. That is McRae defeating Grisenda. Final at Shea Stadium. The Mets 4, the Cardinals, or the Mets 5, the Cardinals 4. Tommy Agee hit his 20th home run of the year for the Mets. Jerry Koosman gets the win. He's 9-5. No report on the losing pitcher. Final at Wrigley Field, the Cubs 3, Pirates 2. Al Oliver went 3 for 3. No report on the winner for the Cubs, but Dave Justy takes the loss. He is 5-9. Final at Kansas City, the A's 6, the Royals 4. Salbando went 1 for 1 with 4 RBIs. Diego Segui gets the win for Oakland. He's 8-3. You know, in Kansas City, they would have loved to see the Royals beat the A's. The A's are still very unpopular in Kansas City after leaving the city and then suddenly becoming a good team right after they moved to Oakland. And a final in Minnesota. Twins 6, White Sox, or Twins 7, White Sox 6. Cesar Tovar went 4 for 5. Williams gets the win for Minnesota. He's 8-3, and Floyd Weaver gets the loss for the White Sox. He's 4-2. Later tonight, Milwaukee takes on the Angels in California. And Cincinnati will be playing in San Diego. Cubs remain 2.5 games behind the Mets. And Minnesota will be a game and a half behind California. And Oakland will be 4 games behind California right now. And we'll have to see later on what the Angels do. In the 4th inning for the Dodgers, it will be Wes Parker, Ted Sizemore, and Andy Cosco. Wes Parker is 0 for 1. He grounded into a fielder's choice last time up. Sitting 260 in September, the 2-2 pitch. It's a grounder to second. Fuentes up with it, throw to first. 1 out. Here's Ted Sizemore, who's 0 for 1. Fly to deep right in the first. He has a 13-game hitting streak going. Sitting 366 against San Francisco. The 2-0 pitch. Base hit in left field. Henderson tosses it back in. Sitting 14 straight games. Here's Andy Cosco, who's 0 for 1. He fly deep down the right field line last time up. Swing and a miss, strike 1. It's a bouncer down the third base line, but that's foul. The 0-2 pitch. Inside, ball 1. It's fly ball to center. Mays drifting over. He's got it. 2 outs. And here's Billy Grabarkowitz. He walked his last time up. Bouncer down at third base line, foul ball. Ball 1. Ball 2. Outside and low, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ball 4. We have runners on first and second. 2 outs, and here is Bill Sudeikis, who is 0 for 1. He flied out to the left fielder his last time up. Excuse me, I'm sorry for the coughing. I still have the flu. And I'm hoping I'll be able to broadcast this entire game. 2 low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2. It's outside, ball 3. It's a fly ball, left field. Henderson near the line at the track, and he's got it. 3 outs, no runs, 1 hit. No errors, and they left 2. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It is the Giants 4, the Dodgers nothing. It will be Pitlock, Henderson, and Fuentes for the Giants in the 4th. Pitlock is 0 for 1. He struck out his last time up. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That is strikeout number 5 for Foster. Here is Ken Henderson. Hits a base hit in the right field. He is 2 for 3 on the day. And here's Tito Fuentes, who's 1 for 2. He grounded out and he singled. He singled and scored in third. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Way outside ball 1. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We have 1 out. Hits a grounder to short. Wills. Throw to second. Throw to first. Not in time. All right, and I have to take a quick timeout. College football starts this weekend. And this year the NCAA has mandated that teams could schedule an 11th game if they choose to. And the big game tonight will be at Legion Field in Birmingham. The Alabama Crimson Tide have scheduled an 11th game against the USC Trojans. And it's going to see, it'll be something of a showdown because the Crimson Tide does not have any black players on their varsity. They have a couple on their freshman team. And the Trojans have a 5-man backfield who are all black players, include one of whom is from Alabama. And that's being looked at as something of a showdown. Here where I live here in Tuscaloosa, That game is still well remembered. And it's still considered, excuse me, something of a landmark game in the history of Alabama Crimson Tide football. Here is Willie Mays. He is 0 for 1 today. Now, in real life, at this point in the 1970 season, Willie Mays had already achieved his 3,000th hit. He got it earlier this season. And he already has 600 home runs. I believe he got his 600th home run in 1969. But in my APC universe, he had, let me see, he had 1969, he only played 86 games. 1965, he only played 113 games. Yeah, he had 8 home runs last year. And then at the Polo Grounds in 1954, he had 29 home runs. 55, he had 40. 56, he had 36 home runs. 57, he had 40 home runs for me at the Polo Grounds. Then in 1958, the Giants played for one season at Seal Stadium, and he only had 17 home runs. And then in 1959, when Candlestick Park opened, he had 50 home runs, followed by 2 seasons in a row with 40, and then 49 in 1962. And then he had 46 in 1966. Yeah, he's 11 home runs short of 600, and he needs 123 hits for 3,000. I don't know offhand how many hits and home runs Henry Aaron has, but I expect they will both, for me at least, in my APC universe, Mays and Aaron will both get their 3,000th hit in 1971. Aaron will get his 600th home run in 71. I don't know if Mays will be able to hit 11 home runs between now and the end of the season. This is game 145 for the Jets. So they have 17 games left after this. I don't think he'll hit 11 home runs between now and the end of the season. I don't have any numbers at all for Babe Ruth, but I may, to use an old Navy phrase, I may gun deck some Babe Ruth career totals just for context. If I get to if I get past like the 73 or 74 seasons, to see if guys like Aaron or Mays will be able to catch the Babe for the home run title. I'm not even sure who the career home run leader is for me right now, going back to 1940. I want to say it's probably Mays. And the only hitter I have with 3,000 hits in this particular set, going back to 1940, is Stan Musial. Now my dead ball series that right now I'm midway through the 1911 season. Cap Anson has 3,000 hits. Sam Thompson maybe has maybe has over 3,000. And then Wee Willie Keeler was able to finish up his career, I think, with 3,002 hits. And right now, Honus Wagner and Nap Lajoie are well on their way, I think, to getting 3,000 hits each. Here's Mays, who's 0 for 1. Ball 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2. I should have checked those numbers before I started the game, but I didn't think about it. It's ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ball 4. Foster's barking at the umpire, and Sudeikis is out there trying to calm him down, and Sudeikis, he's not always the calmest figure either, so we'll see what happens. Here is Willie McCovey, who's 1 for 2. He lined to first, and he singled last time up. High, ball 1. Hits a bouncer to short. Wills up with it. Throw to first. Bang, bang, play. Safe. McCovey is safe. And the bases are loaded with 2 outs. And here's Dick Dietz, who's 1 for 1. He singled in the second and walked in the third. He's walking to third, forced in a run. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Too low. Ball 1. Ball 2. It's a fly ball to left field. Crawford is there, and he's got it for out number 3. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. They left the bases loaded. We go to the 5th. It is the Giants 4, the Dodgers nothing. For the Dodgers in the 5th, it will be Alan Foster, Maury Wills, and Willie Davis. Alan Foster is 0 for 1. He grounded out his last time up. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's curveball. It's grounder to third. Gallagher throws to McCovey. 1 out. And Maury Wills, he's 1 for 2. He singled and lined out. The 3-1 pitch. It's a grounder to short. Lanier coming in. Makes a throw on the run. And he's out. 2 outs. And Willie Davis is 1 for 2. He singled in the first. The 2-0 pitch. It's a base hit in the right field. And it's Willie Crawford, who's 0 for 2. He popped out and he struck out. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. It's a fly ball to right field. Taylor going back, and he's got it. 3 outs, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's an official game. Giants lead the Dodgers 4-0. Dodgers scored 1 in the first on a solo Ken Henderson home run. Then in the third, with the bases loaded, Dick Dietz walked, scoring, driving in a run. Gallagher singled. He drove in a second run. And then Taylor hit a sacrifice fly, driving in a third run. And that's where we're at right now. The Giants lead 4-0. It'll be Gallagher, Taylor, and Lanier. Alan Gallagher, he's 1 for 2. He struck out and singled in the third. He drove in a run. The 1-1 pitch. It's a sharp grounder to third. Grabarkowitz dives to his right. Throw to first. He got him. 1 out. Here is Bob Taylor, who's 0 for 1. He was safe on an error, and he had a sacrifice fly. Drove in the fourth run of the game for the Giants. It's a grounder to first. Parker, he has it. He'll take it to first himself. 2 outs. Here's Hal Lanier, who's 0 for 2. Lined out, and he struck out. The 1-2 pitch. It's a grounder to third. Grabarkowitz is up with it to throw to first. 3 outs. Nothing across in the bottom of the 5th. We played 5 at Candlestick Park. It is 4-0 Giants. It'll be Wes Parker, Ted Sizemore, and Andy Costco in the 6th for Los Angeles. Parker is 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts. Full count. Ball 4. And here's Ted Sizemore, who's 1 for 2. He flied to deep right, and he singled in the 4th. It's a bouncer to third. Gallagher to throw to second. To first. Double play. 5-4-3 double play. And here is Andy Costco, who's 0 for 2. Fly deep down the right field line. He fly deep to left center. So hit the ball hard, just not quite enough today. The 1-0 pitch. Hits a fly ball to center. Mays coming in, and he's got it. 3 outs. Nothing across for the Dodgers in the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is the Giants 4, Dodgers nothing. Excuse me. It'll be Pitlock, Henderson, and Fuentes for the Giants in the 6th. Pitlock is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. It's a fly ball to right field. Costco is there, and he's got it. 1 out. Here's Ken Henderson, who's 2 for 3. He led off the game for the Giants with a solo home run in the 1st. He struck out in the 3rd, and he singled in the 4th. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's base hit in the right field. That is hit number 3 today for Ken Henderson. Here's Tito Fuentes, who's 1 for 3. And a ground out, a single, and he grounded into a fielder's choice. Swing and a miss, strike 1. It's base hit in the right field. Costco's up with it. And Henderson holds at second. And here is Willie Howard Mays, who's 0 for 1. Fly to left center, and he has a pair of walks. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Too high, ball 2. Willie Mays, he has not missed a game this season. Too low, ball 3. Ball 4. That's his 3rd walk of the game. And here's Willie McCovey, who's 2 for 3. He has a pair of singles. He has 2 grand slams on the season. Stakis goes out to talk to Foster. Ball 1. Dodgers have young knuckleballer Charlie Huff warming up in the bullpen. Strike 1 called. Swing and a miss, strike 2. He got a piece of that one. Count remains 1-2. 1 out. Bases are loaded. It's a liner down the first base line, but that's foul. Hits a bouncer to second. Sizemore. To Wills. To first. Double play. 4-6-3 double play. Sizemore made a great diving stop on that one. He saved at least 1 run, possibly 2 on that. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. They left 2 on. We go to the 7th inning. It's the Giants 4, Dodgers nothing. In the 7th for the Dodgers, it will be Grabarkowitz, Sudeikis, and the pitcher spot. Billy Grabarkowitz, he has a pair of walks today. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. 1 out. And here's Bill Sudeikis, who's 0 for 2. Flied to left, and he flied deep down the left field line. The 0-1 pitch. It's fly ball to center. Mays going back. It's off the wall. And Sudeikis is in with a stand-up double. That's his 9th double of the year. Pinch hitting for the Dodgers will be Tom Paciorek. And here comes Charlie Fox, and that'll be all for Pitlock. Coming in to pitch is Ron Bryant. Bryant's making his 32nd appearance of the season. He is 3-2 with an ERA of 3.94. He has pitched 61 2/3 innings. He has given up 68 hits, 4 home runs, 30 walks, and 39 strikeouts. Tom Paciorek, he was a September call-up. He is 0 for 1 on the season. He made his major league debut against Houston on September 6th. He was a pinch hitter. He struck out. That was last Sunday at the Astrodome. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Ball 1. Too high. Ball 2. In tight. Ball 3. Full count. Ball 4. Check the swing, and on the appeal, they said no swing. Here is Maury Wills, who's 1 for 3. Single, lined out, and grounded out. The line out and ground out were both to the shortstop. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Ball 1. Ball 2. Ron Bryant has a 3-game winning streak right now. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Hits grounder up the middle. Fuentes to Lanier. To first. Double play. 4-6-3 double play. Chorek took Lanier out, but he was able to make the throw. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It is Giants 4, Dodgers nothing. Let's see. Now there's nothing changed. None of the night games have started yet. Mets and the Cubs both won. Minnesota and Oakland both won, so California got their work cut out for them tonight against Milwaukee. Cleveland lost, so we'll see what Baltimore does tonight against the Red Sox. And the Reds play in San Diego tonight. We're Big Red Machine sputtering right now, but Sparky Anderson, he's a popular figure in San Diego. He was one of Preston Gomez's coaches last year during the expansion year. And San Diego is Pottery's been a pleasant surprise for the San Diego fans. They are 65-80 this season. They're in 5th place. The Braves are actually in last place in that division. Coming in a pitch for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 7th is rookie Charlie Huff. Huff's a knuckleball pitcher. He's making his 7th appearance. He has no wins, no losses, 1 save, an ERA of 10.13. He's pitched 5 1/3 innings. He's given up 9 hits, 3 of them home runs, 7 walks, 3 runs batted in. He was called up on August 11th. And he has a reputation of having an excellent knuckleball. Bottom of the 7th for the Giants will be Dietz, Gallagher, and Taylor. Dietz is 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and a flyout. The 1-2 pitch. Hits a bouncer to short. Wills up with it. Throw to first. Bang, bang, play. Safe! Dietz is safe. Parker's arguing with the ump. That's unusual. Parker is Generally known as being a pretty level-headed guy. They're pulling him away. And all right, the game will continue. Here is Alan Gallagher, who's 1 for 3. Strikeout, single. Drove in a run in the third and grounded out in the fifth. Got the corner, strike 1. Ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. Ball 4. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Bob Taylor, who's 0 for 2. Safe on an error and sacrifice fly and a ground out. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball 2, 2 balls. 1 strike, nobody out. High and outside, ball 3. Ball 4. Bases loaded, nobody out. And Mike Strahler is warming up again. Bases loaded, no one out. And here's Alanier, who's 0 for 3 today. Fouls it back, strike 1. Ball 1. Pops it up. Infield fly rule is called. Wills takes it. 1 out. And here is Ron Bryant, who is hitting .231. No home runs, no runs batted in. He is 3 for 13. In the dirt, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball 2. Got Ellie Jr. in the booth, and she is getting in the way. The 3-1 pitch. Ball 4, and that'll force in a run. Giants take a 5-0 lead, and here comes Walter Alston. That'll be all for Charlie Huff. And coming in to pitch is Mike Strahler. Strahler's making his 4th appearance of the year. He has no record, no earned run average. He has pitched 5 innings. He's given up 3 hits, walked 3, and struck out 1. Strahler is a September call-up. And he made his debut on September 1st against the Braves. Here is Ken Henderson, who's 3 for 4. It's a home run, a strikeout, and 2 singles. He has 1 grand slam on the season. Fly ball down the right field line, but that makes his seats. Strike 1. Up and outside, ball 1. Looks at strike 2. Inside, ball 2. High and outside, ball 3. Full count, 1 out, bases loaded. Hits a liner right to Grabarkowitz at third. 2 outs. And here's Tito Fuentes, who's 2 for 4. He has a pair of singles and a pair of groundouts. High and inside, ball 1. Slider down the right field line, base hit into the corner. That makes it to the wall. Costco's after it. Gallagher scores. Taylor rounds third. He'll score. Bryan rounds third. He'll score. Fuentes is going for third. Throw to Barkowitz, and Fuentes is safe with a triple. That's his 5th triple of the year, and it is 8-0 Giants. Here is Willie Mays, who's 0 for 1. Flied out in the first, and then he has walked his next 3 times up. Strike 1. Fly ball down the left field line. Crawford's after it. It's gone. Home run number 32 for Willie Mays. And that makes it 10-0. Career home run number 590 for Mays. Here's Willie McCovey, who's 2 for 4. The 0-1 pitch. It's fly ball to right field. Costco is there, and he's got it. 3 outs, but the Giants get 6 runs, 3 hits, no errors, no one left. We played 7 at Candlestick Park, and it is the Giants 10, the Dodgers nothing. In the 8th, it will be Willie Davis, Willie Crawford, and Wes Parker for the Dodgers. Willie Davis is 2 for 3. There's a pair of singles. The 0-1 pitch. It's bounced to short. Lanier up with it. Throw to first. 1 out. Here is Willie Crawford, who's 0 for 3. The 1-1 pitch. Fly ball right field. Taylor going back to the wall, and that's gone. That's home run number 13 for Crawford. And it's 10-1. San Francisco. Here is Wes Parker, who's 0 for 2. The 1-0 pitch. It's base hit in the right field. And here's Ted Sizemore, who is 1 for 3. Flied out, singled, and grounded into a double play. He's hitting .382 in September. Ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. It's base hit into center field. Parker stops at second. Here's Andy Costco, who's 0 for 3. Below the belt, strike 1. Fouls it back. Dietz chases it, but he's out of room. No balls, 2 strikes. The runner away in Montreal. Phillies in Expos, no score. It's a fly ball to right field. Taylor is there, and he's got it. 2 outs. Parker tags up, and he will take third. Here's Billy Grabarkowitz, who's 0 for 1. He has a pair of walks and a strikeout. He's hitting .444 in September. Ball 1. Strike 1. Too high, ball 2. Strike 2, swing and a miss. It's a base hit into left field. That'll score Parker. Sizemore around second. He will go to third. And he's safe. Runners on first and third. 2 outs. It's Giants 10, Dodgers 2. And here is Bill Sudeikis, who's 1 for 3. He has a double. Ball 2. Philadelphia scores in the first. Phillies lead the Expos 1-0. Ball, 3 balls, 1 strike. That caught the corner. Strike 2. Ball. Fouls it back. Strike 3 called. But the Dodgers get 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. We have played 7.5 innings. It's the Giants 10, Dodgers 2. Coming in to pitch for the Dodgers will be Jerry Stevenson. He's a September call-up. Spent most of his career with the Red Sox and was with Seattle last season. This is his second appearance of the year. He's pitched 2/3 of an inning, has an ERA of 54.00. He's given up 5 hits and struck out 2. Now playing shortstop for the Dodgers is Bill Russell. And the new first baseman is Bill Buckner. It'll be Dick Dietz, Alan Gallagher, and Ron Taylor for the Giants in the 8th. Here's a 3-2 pitch for Dietz. He's 2 for 3. Ball 4. Here's Gallagher. He's 1 for 3. Singled and drove in a run, and he walked. Ball 2. Caught the corner. Strike 1. Hits grounder to first. Buckner to throw to Russell. And Dietz took out Russell. So there's no throw to first. 1 out. Runner on first. Here is Bob Taylor, who's 0 for 2. Safe on an error. Hit a sacrifice. Grounded out, and he walked. It's fouled on the first base line. Strike 1. Up and in. Ball 1. Fouls it back. Strike 2. It's grounder up the middle. Sizemore to his right. to Russell, to Buckner, double play. 4-6-3 double play. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. We go to the ninth. Giants 10, Dodgers 2. Pinch hitting for the Dodgers in the ninth will be Joe Ferguson. Ferguson was a September call-up, and he made his Major League debut on September 2nd. As a pinch hitter against the Braves, he struck out in his first at-bat. So this is his second Major League appearance and his second Major League at-bat. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3, 1 out. Here is Bill Russell making his first at-bat of the game. He's hitting .291, 1 home run, and 36 runs batted in. 1-1 pitch. Liner down the right field line, foul ball. It's bouncer to short. Lanier coming in to throw to first. 2 outs. Dodgers are down to their final out, and it's Willie Davis, who is 2 for 4. Pair of singles. He's hitting just .191 in September. The 0-1 pitch, grounder up the middle. Fuentes to his right. Makes the play, and he throws it first, and that's the ball game. Giants 10, the Dodgers 2. Giants had 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Dodgers had 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. Skip Pitlock gets the win. He is 5-8. While Alan Foster takes the loss, he is 7-12. Willie Crawford hit his 13th home run for the Dodgers. Ken Henderson hit his 20th home run. And Willie Mays hit his 32nd home run, his 590th career home run. Star of the game is Tito Fuentes. He went 3 for 5 with 3 runs batted in. Time of the game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. And once again, the final score, Giants 10, Dodgers 2. Hope you enjoyed the game, and thank you for watching.